Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Good afternoon, everyone. It's good to be back again from our break. It's good to be back. And today we'll be looking at the episode 8 of the Yes Initiative conversation. It's been a long journey coming, and today we have an amazing guest in our midst. She's the one and only smilepreneur, Esther, Esther Odemwingie-Disu. She's right here with me. She's an early guest, so she's been here waiting for the show to commence. So, without wasting much of our time, I'll be bringing her on stage so she could have the stage for herself. Are you ready? You know how we do this thing, right? Tell us where you're joining from. Are you joining from Lagos, Edo, Abuja, Ibadan, anywhere you are right now? Please drop it in the comments that you are watching us from a particular location. And even if you're watching us from diaspora, please drop it in the comment section too. And don't forget, invite your friends, invite your enemies to be a part of this conversation. Tag somebody that needs to be here. Tag somebody that needs to be here. Remember, the Yes Initiative Conversation is a show that spotlights extraordinary entrepreneurs doing amazing work in their respective field. So we've done episode 1, 2, 3 up to 7, and today we are having the episode 8 of the Yes Initiative conversation. Are you excited? Are you glad to be here again after the short break we had last week? So it's about to get hot. Ladies and gentlemen, let's make welcome our amazing guests on the show. Madam Esther, you're welcome. You're welcome. You can have the stage.
Yeah, good afternoon, morning. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. I can hear you perfectly. Yes, good to have you
Is this
here.
from my
If
end
you like
only?
to,
It's really breaking.
uh, but I can hear you. I believe our audience our viewers can hear you too. Please, if you can hear her and you can hear me as well, drop it in the comment that you can hear her so we can have an amazing conversation as we proceed. However, Madam Esther, I would like to see your beautiful face. Do you mind showing us your face? So while we wait for her to show us her face, we'd like to get
Okay, I
started.
dropped a message for you on WhatsApp. I don't know if you've seen it.
Okay. I'll check that, but not right here now. All right, so let's proceed. There's no challenge at all. Dear viewers, please, it's time to engage. So we're lighting fate of the month for April. So if you like me to feature you as the next face of the month, I will want you to engage on every episode that is going to take place this month. And most importantly, I would even love to feature a female because it's been male taking up the position all the while. So if I have an amazing female that will take over the stage for this month's edition of the spotlight, I would appreciate that. So don't stay invisible. Engage as much as you can so that we can see you, we can know that you are engaging on the post and spotlight you when the time is right. So, Madam Esther, thank you for joining me on this show. It's a privilege to be here with you. I'm super grateful. Thank you. So, briefly tell us who you are and what you do.
Come again, you said?
Briefly tell us who you are and what you do as a person, as an entrepreneur.
Okay, so I'll just use one sentence. Someone that's very passionate about making impact in my community or anywhere I find myself. I'm also big on growing influence because I believe the more influence you have, the more impact. A lot of persons think when it comes to influence, it is bad thing. I don't think so. I love growing my as a matter of fact. And lastly, I talk about income a lot because if you are going to make impact in your community or to people around you, the place of income, the place of money cannot go by the side. So in that sentence, I'll just say, who am I basically? My life is tied around making impact, building and making.
Very that. Thank you as now. She is someone who has made the impact in our world. So she's just an amazing lady. And I believe that by the time we proceed in this conversation, you get to know more about her and what she do for our business. So thank you very much, Madam Esther, for sharing that with us. So let's move on to the next question. Going by your profile you shared with me, I realized that you also run a brand called the White Tea, the White Tea, the Smile White Tea, yes, the Smile White Tea t-shirt. And I'm curious to know what's this business all about and how did you get started in this business line that you have chosen for yourself?
Okay, thank you. Yes, I'm a digital creator. I said digital product. Then I also have a business by myself. I also offer a couple of services. So, but let's narrow it down to just the aspects that you're asking about, which is Smile with Tea. So, what's the brand about basically? It's for Christians. It's a Christian brand, Christian merch. When I mean merch, customized t-shirts. So what I'm trying to do, or what God is helping me do basically with the brand is to see our young people how they can preach the gospel via t-shirts, how they can express themselves boldly just with their chest. Just like saying, for example, I want to tell you Jesus love you, and I can't tell you with my mouth, right? But once you just maybe I'm walking and you are just passing by, you see me, you see the message directly, you read it because of the t-shirts I'm putting on. So what we do basically at Smell is we have different inscriptions, different captions that pushes the gospel, different captions that talks about Jesus primarily. Okay. When it comes to printing of t-shirts, you can print anything on your t-shirt, your name, your brand. I'm not doing all of those things in this specific. So the specific thing here is expressing yourself boldly with your chest. So we have different captions. I've made different captions for clients. We've seen Ebenezer, my help has come. We've seen so many. You can check us out on Instagram, Smile with SMILE, then CEE. Okay, we have different captions there. And the one I did yesterday, I went to deliver. It was dream. God transformed it. I did 2 pairs, right? Dream God transformed it. Then I also did one for myself that I want to wear maybe on my birthday or something. You are not forgotten. So the essence of all of these captions is that when somebody sees you at first instance, at first glance, you are passing a message to the person, even without opening your mouth, right? if 100 persons pass, like if you walk past 100 persons that day, you've been able to pass a message to these persons, even without opening your mouth, right? Like the caption of first a dream, God confirmed it. You don't know, people are going through a lot this period. And just imagine somebody that has a very good dream, yes, thinking on how best to achieve it, and you come across you, maybe in the bus, on the road, or something, and the person just sees the t-shirt, dream, God can fund this. The person is smart, right? It's an assurance, it's an inspiration. So that's what the brand is about, basically.
All
Okay,
right,
we might
that's true.
expand much more later, maybe going into writing part, going into affirmation. But for now, we are just based on t-shirt. So that's one
Super.
aspect. Then you also asked me a question that how did the brand come about?
Yes.
If you know me very well, if you've been following me, you've noticed that I'm a t-shirt type. I love t-shirts a lot. Even if I'm going for a corporate conference, I'll just wear my t-shirt, I'll just wear my jean trousers, sneakers, I'm good to go. All right. Even for my conference, big game conference that happened in Benin last year, where we had about 1,000 participants. People were expecting that maybe I would now wear one kind of dress, link all this. I just wore my jeans, the t-shirts, and sneakers, and many people never believed I was a convener because of how I was looking. That was so simple. So I've always been a fan of t-shirts. I love customizing things on t-shirts a lot. There was one I did one day in school. I just customized. Have you smelled today? Now that I customized on the t-shirt, and I remember I was inside the room that day. Somebody just walked past. When the person smelled, the person was looking at me. I forgot that what I wore was what make that person smile. And the person just looked at me and said, "I love your t-shirt." So when I looked at what I was, I saw the description. I was like, "Oh, beautiful." So can that description something like, "Have you prayed today?" So if a Christian is going before and sees you, it's a reminder, especially that you are never prayed today. So that's the essence of all of that. So because I love t-shirts a lot, one day I was just talking to God that I want to start a business that would contribute to preaching the gospel. And the idea just came. I remember I was in a camp. The idea just came out. The said smile with the customized any of the captions you want on t-shirts. And I launched it October 1st. And ever since then till now, I've gotten quite a number of persons placing their orders. So that's how the idea came, and so that's smile with Steve.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much for taking us through that journey of how the Smile t-shirt came about and what the brand stands out for. Like you mentioned something that caught my attention. You said the t-shirt is all about projecting Christ, writing something that has to publicize Christ. Instead of telling somebody Jesus loves you, um, you make heaven and all those evangelism kind of preaching, you have decided to make
That
your own different
exactly.
and unusual kind of preaching, even without saying it with your mouth. By reading it on your shirt, someone can tell that, oh, this person is preaching to me that Jesus loves me truly. So I must say that you are doing an amazing work. When I read that part of the profile, I was like, wow, this lady is into this too. How many people know her about this thing? Everyone can preach about Christ, tell people that Jesus actually loved them in a unique way. I believe more people will realize that yes, they need to trust, they need to come back to Christ and serve Him genuinely, and that is what your t-shirt has been able to help people achieve. And I'm glad that you're even doing it for clients too. Clients that love this idea, this concept, and they will reach out to you. Please, I want to, maybe they want to go for an evangelism outreach, something like that.
Yeah.
They just contact your brand. Please help us produce t-shirts, 50 units of t-shirts that has the inscription Jesus loves you. Jesus died for you. I'm sure something like this Easter that we just celebrated few days, 2 days ago, or yesterday and Sunday. I believe there are brands that will reach out to you as well and say, please, I want you to print t-shirts that has he
Yeah.
has risen or he is risen. Yeah. Right?
Yeah.
So yeah, it's an amazing thing to know that even in the midst of people saying, "Oh, there is problem here," you are able to create solution out of the existing problem, and that is one thing I am so happy about this your T-shirt. I hope you're also doing other kind of T-shirt aside from publicizing Christ. If someone reach out to you and say, "Let's can you help me print T-shirts that has another inscription aside from preaching Christ?" Would you be able to handle that too?
Okay, it actually
Okay, it
depends,
actually
right?
depends, right?
It actually depends. There are
It
some
actually
captions
depends.
that
There are
does
some
not carry
cultures that
that does not
does
carry
not
Christ like
carry Christ
outrightly,
like
but you would
outrightly,
know.
but you
Like there's
know.
this one I
Like
did
there's this one
recently.
I
You are
did
not
recently. You are
forgotten,
not forgotten.
right? I did not say you are
Right?
not
I did
forgotten
not say
by
you are not
Jesus.
forgotten by
I just said
Jesus.
you are not
I don't say you are
forgotten.
not
But
forgotten.
me that wrote
But
that,
me
I
that
know
wrote
that
that,
they are
I
there
know
about the
that the
message
idea
is
about the
that
message
because
is
the
that
next thing the person
because the
might ask
next
is,
thing the
okay,
person
who am
I
I
ask
not
is, okay, who am
forgotten
I not forgotten
by? Right?
by?
But the
Right?
message
But
behind
the
that
message
is
behind
no
that
matter what you
is
are going
no matter
through
what
right
you are
now, you are
going
not
through right now,
forgotten,
you are
either
not
by God
forgotten,
or
either
by
by God
humans.
or by
Do you
humans.
get? So there are
Yes,
some
yes.
captions that might
So
not
there are some
necessarily carry
captions that are not
Jesus
necessarily
Christ,
carrying Jesus
but
Christ.
in as
But
much
in as
the
much
brand
the
detail
brand
is
detail
around
is around
Christ centered,
Christ
we know that
centered,
any
we know
captions
that any
around it like
captions
that
around it like that
is reflecting
is
Christ either
reflecting
directly
Christ
or
that directly
indirectly.
or
So it's not
indirectly.
as though all the
So it's not
captions will
all
just
the
be carrying
captions just
Christ,
carrying
Jesus,
Christ,
Christ,
Jesus,
Jesus.
Christ, Jesus. All right, thank you very much for that. So I have an assurance that if I need to print t-shirt like this now, I can always reach out to you and tell you, oh, please print a particular unit of t-shirt for my event and all that, and you'll be able to handle that for me,
Yeah.
right? Yeah. Thank you
Yeah.
very much. And dear viewers, I believe you are enjoying the conversation so far. Please, 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 please engage in this conversation. Don't just view us, don't just keep viewing us and not saying a word to us. Leave a comment, share this post, like this post, and as well invite your friends to be a part of it. It's when you do all these things that I will get to see that, oh, you're part of this conversation. And who knows, you might be the next face of the month of April. Thank you very much. So we move on to the next question. Madam Esther, you're popularly known as the Smile Preneur. The Smile Preneur. How did you come about this name, Smile Preneur, and why is it so unique to you?
Okay, really ask me a
Okay,
lot for
you
this.
ask me,
I
yes,
did not
for
give
this.
myself this
I did
name,
not give
okay?
myself this name,
So I
okay?
can't even remember who
So
gave me the
I
name.
can't
That's
even
the
remember
most
how gave
funny
me the
thing.
name. That's the most
So
funny
there
thing.
were times
So
where
there
even
were
till now
times
I
where
smile a
even
lot,
till now
right?
I smile a lot, right?
I smile a lot, and by
I
God's grace,
smile
I
a
do
lot,
tell
and
people
I
that I
don't
might
I
not
do
know how
tell
to
people
do
that I
anything,
might
but
not
you
know how
see,
to do
smile,
anything,
that's
but
my
it seems to
strength.
my that's my strength.
I smile a lot because
I
I
smile a lot
believe that
because I
the
believe
world is
that
going, people are
the
going
world is
through
going,
tough
people are
times,
going
and
through
the
tough times,
little ways
and
you can
the little
contribute
way
to
you
them,
can
try
contribute
and
to
do
them,
that,
try
right?
and do that,
Somebody
right?
might just be having a
Somebody
bad
might
day,
just
and
be
your
having a
smile will
bad
just
day and your
lighten up
smile
the
will just
person's
lighten up the
day.
person's day.
So I smile a
So
lot,
I
like
smile
I
a
can
lot,
laugh,
like I
smile,
can
even in the
laugh,
midst of
smile, even
serious
in the midst of
conversation.
serious conversation.
So there were times
So there
where
were times
like
where
I said, I cannot really
like I said, I
remember the
cannot
person
really
who
remember
named
the
me.
person who made me.
So somebody
So
was like, all this
somebody was like,
entrepreneur
all
that
this
usually makes
entrepreneur that
somebody
usually
smile.
makes somebody
Maybe
smile.
would even call
Maybe
people
we would even call
smartpreneur.
people smartpreneur.
So it was born out
So
of
it was born out
entrepreneur
of
that smiles.
entrepreneur that smiles.
So I just picked
So
the
I
name. I was
just
like,
picked the
wow,
name. I
this
was
makes
like, wow,
sense.
this makes
So I
sense.
pondered,
So
I
I
think that
found
was
out,
about
I
two
think that
years
was
back.
about 2 years back.
Because even right from the
Because
time
even
when I was in school
last
and all of that, I
time
was
when
not
I was
known
in
as
school and
this
all of that,
name.
I was not really
I think it
listening.
was about
I
2 years
think
back.
it was
So
about 2 years
it was
back.
like if I adopt
So
this
like if I
name,
adopt
it's
this name,
something that
it's
can make me
something that
stand
can
out.
make me stand
It's
out.
something that can make
It's something that
people
can
get
make people get
attracted to me
attracted
and what
to
I
me and
do.
what I
Because it's
do.
not a
Because
name
it's
you
not
would
a name
see
you would
out
see
there.
out there.
So I just picked it up, and you know how the internet works. Anything you put out consistently, they will just label you as such. So oftentimes when I post a picture of me smiling, I just write, if it's a Sunday, for example, I just write happy Sunday from your favorite smile preneur, right? Something like that. So I was just doing it like that, and over time people just started calling me, and I just loved it. So nothing serious about it. What the person meant there was just, Esther, you that are Esther, you're an entrepreneur that smiles. Smartpreneur would be good. Like I said, I don't know the person again. I've forgotten. But when I realized it was something that made me stand out, I just, I picked it up and started using it as a good name. I don't like that. And one
That's
thing I
so amazing.
realized so far is it's unique in its own, and it just makes people it attracts people to me. You know, unlike a normal name that, okay, let's say Mori or Shan. Yeah, the name is sweet, but nothing really serious. We have lots of Esther. So, but that brand name thing just makes people want to be inquisitive. That just the way you're asking me now, some people reach out, what's this happening about them? And from there we become friends, and you know, that's it.
That's amazing. Good to know that the name my friend was adopted, like an adopted name someone gave to you when they realize that, oh, you're this amazing personality that often smile each time you walk past
Yeah.
someone, each time you come across someone. Yes, and they have seen that possibly you've been doing that again and again, and it comes natural to you. As if perhaps it stand you out. Like many people can hear Esther, many people can hear any other name, but there's this one thing that stands you out among others. This is your brand identity. What you call yourself is what people will call you, right? So you have
Exactly.
to stick to that. You have to stick to that name, Smilepreneur. And today people are calling you Smilepreneur. No wonder you keep smiling every now and then. Thank you for lightening up our beautiful smile. I believe more lives will be transformed through your smile. Thank you, thank you, thank you,
Yeah.
thank you. Yeah, I believe you can still, even though she's not, her video is not turned on, I would have loved to see that beautiful smile. But it's fine. It's fine, it's fine, it's fine. So thank you very much. Now we'll move on to the next question. As a creative director of Smile with Tea t-shirts, have there been challenges you often face in business, and how have you been able to overcome those challenges? How do you navigate them to where you are today?
Okay. The truth is there is no business without any challenge. That's the truth. When you are starting any business right now and you just think maybe because you are an expert in the field, everything will work out in your life. At one point or the other, one or two challenges come, and it's not as though they are bad, they are just to test your weakness, right, or your strength, and to make you better. One of the current challenges I'm even encountering right now is the fact that um you will go to the market right now, you know that a t-shirt is, let's say, 5,000 naira. Just the t-shirt, except the printing and all of those things. You go the next day, they will tell you the dollar has increased, and they normally import all of these things. So you will hear that t-shirt is now 7,000, for example. And definitely you will come and increase the price, but there will still be printing there, there will still be, what is it called, packaging, and so many other things involved. Now, when you not tell clients that bought a t-shirt last week for 6,000, that it's not 9,000, rent the t-shirt, okay, you know, height can be. So one of the issues I'm even facing currently now is increment in price, both in delivery, down to the t-shirt itself, down to printing. So, but God is helping us because the truth is, those that would buy, those that need it would still buy no matter what. That's why it's important to also pray for your customers. It's when they have money, they will patronize you. No matter how good what you are doing, if they don't have money, they will not go and choose to buy from you. Listen. So the thing is, one of the ways to overcome challenges, especially in business, I think this was actually it's a common factor right now in almost every businesses. You would even realize that you go to the market today to buy right? This morning, oh, go back in the evening. Go back in the evening, they've added 100 naira. Go tomorrow, they've added 200. Price increment is just crazy. It's one of the major challenges right now. Right? Even if there are other challenges like according to members, right? Don't condemn staff, team members and all of those things. Ensuring the bank to the vision and all of that. So, but one of the ways you can just overcome is the fact that talk to God about your customers, or even as you're about to put out the new bill of increment, you cannot start shouting. Yes, they will talk definitely, but not something like them shouting, say, what's happening now, every kind of thing. And secondly, not always produce quantity, even if there's an increment in price, not to balance it so much so that you are not just at loss entirely. I can remember when I lost in October, I was selling for 5,000 naira, but as of now, it's almost 7,000 naira to 8,000 naira. Okay, so that's how it works basically. So that's one of the major challenges I've encountered over time because of the economy. So another challenge you can also find in business, let me use my as an example, is when it comes to team members or what you call staff members buying into the vision entirely. So when I started out, I actually made sure that the people I gathered number one, they were Christians. Because you're not going to make what is it called, a Muslim part of your team. And when somebody is bringing a question for them to maybe design, let's say Jesus is the same yesterday, and the person that's going to design or print out that cartoon for it to be inscribed on the t-shirt is a Muslim. There will be an issue here and then. I'm not conflicting religion here. Muslim is the Christian, but I'm just saying, as you are gathering your team members, depending on the vision of your business, consider religion. But some religion don't have it for you. So even see Muslim, you know that the person they want to make money, and only if you like tell them to say Jesus is Lord, they will say that's where I'm problem. So but the point is just know we are working at time. Another challenge is marketing. No one just knows sometimes not everybody believes in what you are doing except they start seeing results. Or just a good thing take time. They want to see enough results even before they buy into whatever I'm selling or make recommendations. Okay. So another way to actually overcome that when it comes to consistent marketing, yet mostly. That's why I tell people most times, not all the time you are doing discounts, just to get people. Take courses on marketing. It does not mean you want to be a copywriter or a marketer. Know how to work. Know the basis of almost everything. Like right now, I know basis of graphic design. I know basis of content marketing. Obviously, I'm also a copywriter. I know basis of social media management. I know the basis of almost everything that aligns with your business. At the early stage, you don't need to just start outsourcing. There are some things you need to learn. right? Learn the basics of some of these things so that it's not when the little profit comes, you are paying a graphic designer, you are paying the content marketer, content writer, you are paying the what is it called? Um social media manager, you are paying everybody, right? So what I just want to stress on is when it comes to business, try your best to learn the basics of almost. You can't be expert in everything. Yes, time to come where you'll be outsourcing, but at the initial stage, just have ideas, right? So that's what I'll just say concerning that. Thank you.
That's so amazing. You mentioned three major challenges that you are facing or you face in business. The first one is hike in price, considering the economy of the country. That you come today, you go to the market today, you see a product for 1,000 naira. By the time you are going back to buy that same thing, you are buying it for either 1,500 or 2,000 naira. And when next you are going back again, maybe it has skyrocketed into 3,000, like that, which has made um business sometimes a challenging one, because as the price keeps increasing, you're also thinking, what price will I sell this thing? But if you don't factor your cost in your selling price, there's no way you make
Yeah.
profit from it. And you also mentioned you mentioned team player. Yeah, you mentioned team member, having Christian creatives, gathering Christian creatives to work with you, because whether you like it or not, you cannot work with a Muslim, because your brand is all about Christian, prophesying Christ in your business. So having a Muslim work with you wouldn't work well, because the Muslim would not understand what you're saying, and it will bring conflict of belief in that business. So I love that fact that you're able to bridge that gap and stick to your Christian creative only. Those ones can understand better how you
Yeah.
do your thing, how you operate. And you also talk about marketing, having to put out your brand out there, getting people to know about this your product. The truth of the matter is, if you don't talk about your service, people will not know about it. It's when you keep telling people, oh, this is what I do, this is what I offer. When the opportunity comes for them to get something of that within that line struck, they will remember you. So Esther is doing this thing. Let me contact her. So I can understand the fact that you have to pay different team players for doing certain jobs for you, the graphics team, the social media team, and all that. And everything falls down to marketing, because if you don't market what you sell, there's no way you make profit from it. And if there's no profit, how will you pay your staff? How will you pay those you have hired? And those one will not even understand you. They will not know whether you are making profit. Their own is pay me my money, right? Pay me my
Yeah.
money. So all this can be challenges in a country like ours, where it's only by God's grace that we tend to succeed in business. Thank you for taking us through that journey. I'm really, really grateful. And I'm sure my viewers are watching and they are picking the lessons. Before I ask you the next question, I'd like to know if you also produce hoodie, or is it just strictly t-shirts?
Okay. What I always say is there's always room for expansion, right? Start small but grow big. So for the now, just is no wood yet because get quality wood on its own. It's something else. And when you go into the market, if it's before a wrong audience, it's a problem. Okay, so would expand. There are so many ideas I have in mind concerning this. So, but for now, maybe the next 1 year, let's just keep it deep and very as many clients base as we can gather. Then all of those things are called new products. So time to come up will now be launching those new products. Even t-shirts for kids and all of that.
All right, thank you very much. Thank you very, very much. Because hoodie, I can remember the last time I priced hoodie somewhere. They were calling 8,000, 10,000 for just one hoodie. It's okay. I'll get it. So people will rather prefer to buy the t-shirt because it's sometimes more affordable for them. Yes, more affordable. It's only those that can afford hoodie that usually go for it. So though it makes people stand out, I love the fact that hoodie has this peculiar feeling that it gives whenever you hear it. But then, na money kill am. Thank you
Yeah.
very much. Yeah. That you expand to that point where you start handling hoodie printing. Thank you very much. And if not that you are not showing your video right now, I would have said you should show us samples of what you have done, your t-shirts. Yes, I would have said you should show us. That is how we do it. But it's fine. We'll move on to the next question. Would you say that this brand now, this t-shirt production you are doing right now, Smile with T t-shirts, would you say is
If I did what?
would you say is something that gives you fulfillment? Like this brand now, this Smile t-shirt that you are Smile with T t-shirt, is it something that gives you fulfillment currently, or is there something different that you find fulfillment in, purpose fulfillment in?
Okay, I did not get your question. So
What I'm saying is, the Smile with T t-shirt brand that you are currently running, would you say it is your purpose? How would I put it? Would you say you are currently living your purpose right now by doing what you are doing? Or there is something different that gives you purpose fulfillment?
okay, on the topic of purpose, it's a deep one on its own. Okay. When people sometimes say, have you found your purpose? I don't know if the purpose is lost that you are looking for. The way I run my life might not be the conventional way of how people see things. So if you ask me now what's the purpose, like I told you initially, my life is weaved around three things. I make impact anywhere I find myself. I try and grow my influence because the more influence I have, when I say Jesus is Lord, more people will see it, right? That's influence and income so that you will not bring shame to the name of Christ. If you don't have money, there are some places you cannot enter, there are some things you cannot say because you are poor. So money is also important when it comes to preaching the gospel. Now, if you check these three things by the grace of God, I'm praying that God helps me daily to be able to maximize these three things, impact, influence, and income. To me, that's living a fulfilled life already. When it comes to impact, somebody sees you and say, "It works for you." I'm not sure that be where I am today. That's impact, right? That's what gives me joy. So whether they are looking for purpose, they have not seen purpose. That topic is not something I even talk about. Everybody should just know what works for them. Everybody should know what God wants them to do part time. So for me, I was talking to God about why I love t-shirt so much, and God gave me that idea. In fact, that day I shouted because I never thought of it. In fact, I was even wondering if I would be the first person doing that. So I went to Instagram, I was doing deep research, and I saw that a couple of young people are also into it already, right? So it's God that gave the idea. I'm currently working towards it, and in as much whenever people see people putting on that t-shirt, they are inspired, right? To me, that's fulfillment. I don't know if that one is I don't know if that one is fulfilling purpose. My own is that that's what I'm making impact in the little way I can. I'm growing my influence to showcase Christ. And there's money to back up whatever I'm doing so that the kingdom of Christ would not be brought down. You know, in all of those things,
In all of those
I'm
things,
very, very
very,
satisfied.
very satisfied.
So
So
on one hand,
on one
I will
hand,
not call it
I
purpose.
will
On
not
the
call
other
it
hand, I
purpose.
will
In the
not say
other
it's
hand,
not
I will not
purpose.
say no
I'm
purpose.
just living my
I'm
life
just living
as
my
I
life
believe
as
that's
I
how God
believe
wants
that's
it
what
to
God
be.
wants it
So
to be.
that's just
So
what I
that's
will
just
say
what I would
concerning
say
that.
concerning that.
Oh, that's amazing. I remember saying something like this in one of the episodes where I said that purpose in itself is not a destination but a journey. For every level we get
Mm,
to, there is something we are called to do at that point in time. Whatever we find ourselves doing at that point is our purpose. Yeah, it's our purpose. Our purpose can be our career path, can be our business path, can be anything that we set out to do that brings impact to people and brings money to you. Some people choose to do purpose in form of charity or this NGOs without looking to making profit from it. But another angle of purpose fulfillment can be your business, anything you are doing that you are using to provide solution to people's problem. You are fulfilling purpose because you are impacting lives. You are helping them get solution while you are making money from it. So purpose
yeah.
purpose in its real sense might not really mean one thing. Yes, might not mean one thing because it's a journey. As long as we are human beings and we have breath in in our nursery, sorry, we'll keep finding new things to do at every stage we get in life. Yes, the same purpose we have when we're primary school pupil is not the same purpose we have when we are secondary school pupil, right? And the purpose
Mm,
changes the moment we get into the university. Our purpose is to graduate with either first class or something related, right? And when we finish
yeah.
the university, the next stage of our life after school, our purpose changes at that point in time. So there is no destination to our purpose. It's a journey. As we keep growing, as we keep expanding and finding new things to do, that is our purpose at that point in time. As long as that thing is impacting lives and you are profiting from it, that is your purpose. So when next someone asks you what is your purpose, please don't forget to think about what you are doing at that point in time and tell that person, oh, this is my purpose for now. Thank you very much for that, Esther, for sharing that exciting story with us. So we move on to the next question. We move on to the next question, and I would like to ask, what was the feeling like for you when you landed your first client?
Where I landed was
Where I landed was
Your first client. What was the feeling like for you?
okay. I could
okay.
remember. Okay,
I
I'll say
could remember.
my
I
first
was
line
my
was
first
a
time
husband.
was
Sha.
your
Okay,
husband.
but
Sha.
minus
Okay,
now.
but man,
They are really launched the
they are
first.
really launched
It
the
was
first
5,000
because
naira,
5,000
and
naira
the first
and
cash
the
actually
first
came
that
from you
actually
was
came
like
from
take
was
this
that
to support
take
what
this
you are
support
doing.
what you are
That was
doing.
the first, but the
That was
very
the
first
first, but the very
official,
first
like
official,
outside
like
family,
outside family,
the guy paid
the
ten
guy paid
thousand
ten
naira. He
thousand
ordered
naira.
for
He
two.
ordered for two.
Like that same day,
Like
I was like,
that
wow, this
same
thing
day,
makes sense. It's a push to
I was
continue.
like,
You know,
oh,
sometimes when
this
you
thing
learn
makes
something
sense
and
to
in a
push
month, nothing,
to
you won't be
continue.
asking yourself,
You know,
are you sure
sometimes
I
when you
help
learn
God?
something and
Do
in
you
a
have to
month, nothing,
continue with
you
this?
won't be asking yourself, are
But
you
you
sure
know,
I help
that
God?
day, he
You
paid
just have to
10,000
continue
naira, I
with
will
it.
not forget, Shegu
But you
Sam.
know, that day, you
And
paid
it
10,000
was,
and will not
I
forget
showed him
Shegun
something.
Sam.
I said,
And
I
it
said,
was,
it's
I
not
showed
as
him
though you
something and
ordered.
said,
What you
I
actually
said,
did
not as though you
was
ordered. What you
to
actually did
I remember the caption
was
you did
to,
and you ordered
I
for
remember the
black and
caption
white,
you did
Dream
and
God
you
can
ordered
save
for
it.
black and white, Dream
I said
God can
what this
save it.
money is actually doing is
I
not
said,
that you
what this
ordered,
money is actually
it's
doing is
actually
not
an
that you ordered.
encouragement to
It's
keep
actually an
going.
encouragement
You
to keep on
understand? And it
going.
was like
You
he said,
understand?
yes,
And it was
that's
like
true.
we said, yes, that's true.
So after
So
that, couple of
after
persons
that,
came to
couple of
me.
persons came to me.
I did an
I
hangout
did an
and I was like,
hangout and I was like,
I think I charged
I think I
20K, but the
charged
idea was
20K,
I'm
but
going
the
to give
idea
them
was I'm going to give them
free t-shirts. So
free
the money for the
t-shirts. So the
t-shirt
money for
was
the t-shirt was
inside. And probably
inside.
I got about
And probably
20
I got about
persons.
20
I mean,
persons.
20
I mean,
plus.
20 plus.
So from there,
So from there,
it started
it
little,
started
little.
little.
So I'm still looking on how
So I'm
best
still
to
looking on how best to
penetrate now that I'm in
penetrate that
Lagos.
I'm in Lagos.
So God will help
So
me.
where we
So that
help me.
was it
So that
basically.
was it.
Thank you. Normally, there is this joy that comes to every entrepreneur the moment you start making money from your from what you do. That feeling of mean I can really make money from this thing? Oh, this sounds so interesting. So I can make money. People can actually patronize me and pay me their money. And it means a lot, right? That one alone is enough to boost one's confidence. If you have been doubting yourself, are you sure people will buy from me? I don't know what people would think about this thing. And all of a sudden, someone demand for your service. You feel like, what? You mean someone can actually buy this thing that I'm doing? That
Yeah.
yeah, alert in your account is something different. It always wants to make you put in more effort into that business to attract more clients and so in essence to say that money is sweet, credit alert so sweet for every business owner. The purpose of being in business is to make money. And if you're not making money, then there is something wrong with that business. Thank you for sharing that. Before I move on to the next question, we're rounding up gradually. I would like to know those that are viewing us, please, any points that hit you so hard from my guests, who were to drop in the comment section your take home points, the points that you love to implement in your own business. Let's see those that will take action from this section. Thank you very much. So we'll move on to the next question. This might be right now. Is it something you want to do for a lifetime or just a means to pass time?
Okay, I really can't
Okay, I
say
really can't
from
say from
from now,
now,
but I'll just keep
but I'll
doing
just keep doing
what I'm
what
doing,
I'm
and a
doing.
time I
And
just
each
come
time I
where
just come
I'll
where
just put a full
I'll
stop
just put
to
a full
it.
stop to
It
it.
depends on
It depends on
instruction.
instruction.
The time I come
The
where
time I
I might
come
even
where
want
I
to
might even
expand,
want to
having
expand,
branches
having
in
branches
different
in
cities,
different
having
cities, having
ambassadors in
ambassadors
different
in different
campuses, right?
campuses, right?
Especially campus
Especially campus
fellowships.
fellowships.
So those are some
So
of the big
those are some
ideas
of the
I have
big
in
ideas
mind.
I have in mind.
So, but I
So
don't know
I don't
for
know
now
for now
if it is span
if
up
it is
10
span up
years, 20
10 years,
years.
20 years.
It all depends.
It's all depends.
All right, thank you. It's good you have the clarity that this is how long I want to do it. This is what I'm currently doing. I don't know how long I will do it, but for the meantime, I'm enjoying the process. I'm enjoying the feeling of owning the brand. Thank you very much for that. My second to the last question for you is: do you have a mentor? If yes, what has the role of mentorship played in the journey of your becoming the woman you are today?
Okay, to me, I have several
Okay, to
coaches,
me, I
but
have several coaches, but
I have several coaches. I have
I have
people I
several
learn from
coaches.
in
I have
different
people I learn
fields.
from different schools.
Because I have this belief
Because
that
I
you
have
can't
this
have
belief
one
that you
person
can't have one
that you call
person
a mentor
that
that
you call
mentors
your
you
mentor, that
spiritually, that
mentors you
mentors you
spiritually, that
business wise,
mentors you business
that
wise,
mentors you
that mentors you
what's it called, maritally.
project of
I'm not
maritally.
saying they would not have
I'm
one
not
or
saying
two
they would not have
advices,
one
but
two advices, but
everybody is good in their own
everybody is
field.
good on their own
So
field.
somebody that mentors you
So somebody that
spiritually
might
may
not
not be
spiritually
strong
might not
in terms
strong
of
in terms of
relationship, might not
relation,
really be strong in
not
terms
really
of
strong in
finance.
terms of
So what
finance.
I do
So
basically
what I do basically is
currently I have coaches
currently
in
I
these
have
different
coaches in
fields
these different
that I
fields
learn from, that
that
I
I
have
learn from, that I
relationship
have
with,
relationship,
right? But for the
right?
meantime, I have only
But for the
one
meantime, I
mentor,
have only one
which is
mentor,
basically on
which is basically
spiritual
on
affairs,
spiritual
not on
affairs, not
business
on
or
business
other
or
areas.
other
So
areas.
it's basically on
It's
spiritual
basically on
affairs, while
spiritual
others
affairs,
are
while
coaches.
others are coaches.
So the difference between
So the
coach
difference between
and
coach
mentor. So,
and mentor. So,
that's it.
so
Then if you
that's
ask
then if
what
you
are
ask
the roles of
what are
these
the roles of
coaches
these
in
coaches in
business setting,
business
if
sectors
you're going
that
to
get
first
if you're going to
examine,
first employment.
it's very obvious
It's
in the
very
sense that these are
obvious in the
people that
sense that
have
these are
gone far
people that
ahead of
have
you
gone far
already,
ahead of you
right?
already,
There are some
right?
mistakes
There are
they've
some
made.
mistakes they
Now, if
made.
you get close
Right?
to
To get
them,
close
they
to
will let
them,
you know of
they
this
will let you
mistake
know
and
of
it will
this
shorten
mistake
your
and it will
journey, it will
shorten your
shorten your
journey, it will
process.
shorten your process.
They are there to hold you
They are
by
there
hand
to hold
via
you down
knowledge,
via knowledge,
right? Via knowledge, not
right?
by
Via
giving you money
knowledge,
or
not by giving
something,
you money or
via
something.
knowledge,
Via knowledge,
via sharing their
via
experiences. And if you sync yourself to these things, it's, can you hear me?
I can hear you. Go ahead.
So if you sync yourself to these things, it helps you shorten your journey. So because there's no need to be doing one man's army or one man's squad. Take your time to learn from these persons, do research. Another thing I do basically is when it comes to this business thing, instead of me to go and be looking for one person to mentor me, I do deep research on, let's say, the top 5 persons. Like currently, I know the top three businesses that are into what I'm currently doing, right? One is in Abuja, one is in Lagos here, and I think one is in either Ibadan or Port Harcourt. So I did deep research on Instagram and I discovered these people. They've been there for years. They've had, thousands of testimonials. Like they're really doing well. So I take out time to learn from these people, even from afar, rather than looking for one person that does not know jack on whatsoever you are doing and you're calling the person your mentor. That's how my own mentorship life kind of operates. Thank you.
So it's in essence you are telling us that you do not have just one mentor that you say, oh, this is my mentor. For mentorship, there are different aspects of mentorship. You can have a mentor in finance, you can have a mentor in business, you can have a mentor in spiritual growth, you can have a mentor in your marriage relationship, different mentor for different purpose, right? Not one mentor, like you are calling somebody my mentor, and that mentor doesn't, maybe you are, let's say you are into the t-shirt line now, and the person you are calling your mentor is not even doing anything that has to do with this t-shirt of the thing. It will be difficult to seek advice from that person, because what would the person advise you on when he or she is not doing it? So the best thing for us is to get mentor at different phase of our life. It will be easy. But for coaches, you can learn from coaches, just like she said, and learn from coaches, and they will tell you what to do and what not to do in order to grow. So for those that are watching us, I believe you have been enjoying the session so far. Amarachi Miracle, thank you for joining this conversation. I hope you have been learning. Please drop it in the comments. What stood out for you in this conversation? Drop it, drop it, drop it. And don't forget to share this post with your friends so they can also learn alongside with you. The last question on my list here is, what one advice would you give to aspiring entrepreneurs watching us right now and our viewers? What advice you have for them? Thank you. Oh, I lost my guests. Wow. Should be joining us again. Should be joining us again. So, as for our viewers, I believe it's been an exciting one so far. It's been an exciting one so far. While we wait for her to come answer the last question, I'd like to know what you've been learning. Drop it, drop it, drop it, drop it in the comment. Let's see, let's see, let's see, let's see. Let me know if you caught Rema in this conversation. And what is that thing that you're going to do in order to improve on yourself in your own business? You've heard from our guest. She does not have one mentor, and she has been able to navigate the several challenges she has been facing in business so far. And she's so excited when she made her first sales in business. Who wouldn't be excited? So that's that for her. And I believe that you've picked something that you run with in your own business. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. We hope she joins us briefly so we can wrap it up here. Amarachi Miracle. Yes, Amarachi Miracle. How has it been with you? Have you learned something from this session? Let me hear from you. Drop it in the comments that you really, really picked something from this session. Yes, 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 yes. I guess the network of our guest is really, really bad at this point. So took her off the stage. So while we wait for her, our next episode is scheduled for 9th of April. 9th of April. Yes. So it will be another engaging conversation with an amazing guest. You don't want to miss that conversation for anything. Try as much as possible to be there and engage on the post as much as you can. I believe this has been a blessing to as many that have been watching us live on the show. And we hope to see you in the next conversation. Yes. Who will be our next face of the month? I need a female to be the next face of the month. Who will be that female? That female that will make it to the spotlight of this month. Don't forget to engage. Don't forget to engage on the post. Thank you very much. Thank you. So it seems our guest is taking so long to join, and I would likely call it a wrap here. Perhaps she has even ended the session because I wanted to ask her the advice she has for you all watching us right now. So, something anyone would do. My own advice for you is to stay strong, keep being consistent at what you are doing. One day, you think no one is watching you, someone is actually watching everything you are doing. One day, you'll be celebrated. One day, you have opportunity to tell your stories to the world and inspire lives across the globe. So don't give up, don't relax because the sky is just a starting point. Keep doing that thing that you find yourself doing. In just a matter of time, you will also be celebrated. You get. Thank you. I will see you in the next episode next Tuesday. Bye.